Hello everyone, my name is Masterstarman, and yeah, I got a little bit of an update video for you guys. It's kind of not too often I decide to make update videos, but this is one that I think that does kind of need to happen, and this is probably no better of a time than now. So, yeah, the world is kind of messed up right now. And I'm just gonna be straight up front right now. If you're worried that this is just gonna be another one of those YouTuber that's popular except not at all talking about this real world issue, that's gonna be some pieces of the video, but I don't want to focus on it at all, really. Like, focus entirely on it or not really much on it personally, because there's a lot more in this that I want to discuss than that. I just kind of want to say that personally, I'm doing all right. I'm not sick at all. I'm still working, and I know that's gonna frighten some people, me saying that anyway. But don't worry too much, or don't think too much into that. It's not. I'm not. I hate to say I'm not like super concerned with that, but I'm pretty low risk, all things considered, so I'm not really too worried in that sense. I'm still worried for the sake of everything, but at this point, honestly, it's just take. It's just like take it one day at a time. There's nothing really, no sense in anything else. No, like, you can only do so much, and you can't just panic over every little thing. So yeah, that's kind of all I want to say on that subject. But, yeah, there's unfortunately a lot of other things that I need to talk about, and I may as well start with the biggest, and scariest one for me to say. I'm moving. I kinda hate to say this, but it's true. There's a silver lining in this. I have a place to go. The downside is that, well, I mean, there's a couple of downsides, really, on and smaller scales. I'll be moving in with my grandfather, who's in his mid-80s. He'll be 86 in June, which, it's wonderful whenever I know people who get to live, like, a really gracious life like that. And, like, moving in like that, it's gonna be a change of pace, and as of right now, this whole, like, virus going around, I don't know if or how this is going to impact anything, because, you know, I don't want to move in with my mid-80s grandfather, and, like, when there's any chance of me contracting any disease. As of right now, there's not, but that's something that I don't really want to even think about. But as of right now, though, I mean, there's a part of me that's busy, and a part of me that's also still a little sentimental. I mean, right here, this is the place, this room here, that I've recorded pretty much every single video on this entire channel. So yeah, it definitely has a lot of sentiment to me, but at the same time, it's... You know, it's kind of hard to say, because, you know, life goes on. I kind of just have to move on with that a little bit. There's going to be some upsides to this as well. For the biggest upside is that I'm going to have way faster internet whenever I move. And that's going to not only make videos a lot easier, but I'm also going to start getting into streams a lot more too. No, like, specific guarantees of everything that's going to happen, but I will be trying to do streams, hopefully on a decently regular basis if I'm not really too busy, but yeah, I'm gonna definitely be trying to get along with that, get my Twitch page back up again, retool my Twitch page a little bit to look a little bit nicer and a little bit more 2020-ish. And yeah, it's been a long time since I've done any sort of streaming, but it'll definitely be familiar there. And yeah, so there's going to be a few other things like that that'll be happening. And, I guess on that topic, let's start talking about videos as of right now. Because, yeah, I have a lot of stuff to prepare for this. This is a very, very, very important decision, like, choice, like, not choice or chance, a really important thing that's happening in my life, basically, and, as for, like, the future of my channel, I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. I really don't. I know I said I was gonna stop 2 years ago, and then I'm the worst liar in history, and I never know how to say goodbye, but, yeah. Um, you know, I have some plans that are in my mind right now, and some of the games that I have planned, there's one game in particular that releases in May that is definitely going to be a Let's Play on my channel at some point. Not going to say any specifics more on that. If you think you know what that game is, if you can think of what games come out in May, thinking of what games I would probably be doing a Let's Play of, you probably know what that game is going to be. I don't need to be... It's something I've expressed interest in doing in the past, and yeah, that's basically going to be, like, a thing whenever that comes out. Until then, obviously I still have the 2 ongoing LPs right now, Ratchet & Clank Going Commando and Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow. I have finished recording all of Dawn of Sorrow as of right now, so that's... And it's pretty far ahead in the editing department right now. This next week, as of the time I'm recording this, actually I've seen some of the videos this week as of when this is releasing, but I'm recording this a few days early. I have pretty much this whole week recorded and good to go, and then I have bits of the next week recorded. I have a lot of Castlevania pre-recorded as of right now. Ratchet, I need to record more soon, but I'll get that done here in the next day or two. And yeah, pretty much the rest of my recording sessions are just going to be huge bulk recordings, so that way videos don't really get interrupted. Ratchet & Clank is probably going to be updated. It'll definitely finish later than Castlevania will, because there's a lot left of Ratchet & Clank still. Probably almost half the game, I'd say. But then once Castlevania finishes, which will be around mid-April, I think, then Ratchet will switch back to the Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule that I'm probably more familiar with doing than this Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday thing. So, and then from that point, Ratchet should only be a few more videos after that anyway. I don't predict that it'll be too much more after that point, so that'll be a good thing. That'll be a very good thing. But yeah. And then besides that, though, there's 2 more Let's Plays. This is going to sound frightening, but hear me out here for a sec. There's 2 more Let's Plays that I want to record before the move happens. And they're both really, really short games. They're both related to a series I've started before, and I've done odd games in the middle of this series, but not really the first 2 in the series. That should be the hint there. It's a franchise I do really, really enjoy. Not sure I'm exactly looking forward to doing some of these earlier games, but it's something that I'm interested in, I guess. And yeah, I'll be doing those 2 games before the move. And then those 2 games are going to be really short, and they're probably going to be going through most of early May, if not late April, early May. And then the game in particular comes out around mid-May, so that'll be like the next big thing around that point. But again, I hate to say I can't promise anything, because with the thing that's going around in the world right now, it's a scary time. It's a scary time for a lot of us. It's a scary time for me. Everything's really uncertain, but I just want you guys to know that, you know, I'm practicing social distancing. I haven't seen my friends in a long time. I've talked to my friends, but I haven't seen them in a long time. I haven't gone to Tim Hortons at all in, like, a good few weeks now. I haven't really gone anywhere besides work and the grocery store. Today was my first time going to the grocery store in like almost 2 weeks. So, like, the last time I went was like right when the whole toilet paper pandemic kind of started, and now it's back to a point where it's actually kind of stocked up here, so that's a good thing to see. But yeah, I just want everyone to know that we'll get through this eventually. I'm optimistic. It's no sense being a negative arsehole surrounding that, but I'm optimistic that we will get through this. As for, like, the future of my channel, like, beyond the summertime, I'm kind of eyeing, like, a few, just the news and seeing, like, if there are potential games that might get announced. There's several games that I've been thinking about doing for a really long time, though. Legend of Zelda the Minish Cap was one that I wanted to do a few years ago, and then, like, that was going to be a Let's Play that I was going to do in 2017, and then the whole tendonitis thing kind of started, and that was a huge, huge blow to my mental health at the time, and I was just, it was impossible for me to record anything for a few months, and, yeah, that could be something that, that's been something that's been, thankfully, like, I've gotten over that. It does not hurt to play, for me to hold a controller anymore, thankfully, so Minish Cap is something that's very likely to happen sometime this year. I would love to do a replay of Metroid Prime at some point, because that's a game that's really, really near and dear to me. I actually just replayed that game only a few weeks ago, and it's a game that I really do want to give another second chance, because it's a game that I adore in so many ways, and it's a game that I think people really, really should play if they haven't played it already. It's easily one of my favorite games ever made at this point. There are some other games I had in mind. I was thinking that between the two really short games that I have planned for, like, next month, I was thinking of doing one more game, and I'll just say it right now, because I don't know if this is going to happen or not. It won't happen next month due to just time constraints, but one game I had thoughts of doing was Kirby Triple Deluxe, and I know a lot of people are looking at me and saying, Zach, you fucking hate that game. What are you talking about? And yeah, that might be a bit of a strong word. I don't always have the kindest things to say about that, but it was a game that I was considering doing, but I don't know if I want to give that a chance now or not, because I know Chugga Conroy just recently played through that game, so I'm kind of at, like, a point where I'm like, yeah, maybe now might not be the best time to do that. That seems like a little bit, might not be the best idea right now. But yeah, that is a game that I considered at the time for a while, but it was going to be just as a shorter game to do in between, like, bigger projects, but that's going to take, it's going to be more time than what I hate to say care to put into it right now, but yeah. Besides that, mystery game, I already announced, as of the time this video is going up, there's not going to be a mystery game. There wasn't a mystery game this past Sunday. That was just purely just not having one recorded, and I made that decision after I finished recording Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow, and I'm like, I was exhausted by the end of that, because I had recorded for like 4 hours straight, but yeah, the next month and a half, maybe 2 months worth of mystery games are going to actually be a bit of a theme here, because they are going to, in fact, be Sega Genesis themed. I will be playing several games on the Sega Genesis Classic. I have not decided which games at all yet, but there's a lot here. There's only one exception to this that I'm not doing, because there is one game on here that I've done a full Let's Play of. And it is right here. If you can't see that, that is in fact, and the shadow probably doesn't help at all here, yeah. That is in fact Gunstar Heroes. That was a Let's Play I did many years ago. That was 2012 now. Despite, it was years ago, but honestly, that was one of my favorite Let's Plays to do. It really was, like, just something about it really clicked with me. I did it with my old friend Alex, and unfortunately Alex and I don't really talk anymore, unfortunately, and I won't get too into that because it's just not worth opening up a can of drama. I'll just spare the details and say we don't talk really at all anymore, but I'm just saying I've always left the door open, and if he ever wanted to like, we don't talk anymore, but I can't say we haven't tried, because it's definitely, I don't know what my computer's doing right now, but I've reached out to him a whole bunch of times, and if he ever did want to start talking again, then I'm not opposed to that. But that's not really what this video's about here, but that's, I just kind of wanted to say that, yeah, we're getting some Genesis-era mystery games coming up here soon. If you do want to go see the Gunstar Heroes LP, I'll have a card on the screen up in the, wherever the corner is here, up here, I guess. Yeah. So, yeah, it's, You know, it feels kind of strange thinking I'm only going to have about another month in this office, I'll tell you that. All the iconic, stupid posters, like the old-ass Duck Dynasty poster that's way off in the corner, or the, like, just some random stuff I have, all the every Nintendo Power issue poster there, or just random stuff I've had lying around this room. What in the world is turning on and off my computer here? I don't care. Oh, I guess I'm getting Discord notifications. That's probably one thing that's going on. But, yeah. I think that's probably going to do it for this update video here. Beyond this year, like, a lot of Let's Plays might be kind of spur of the moment here and there. Maybe I might get a sudden spark to play some games here and there. There are definitely ones that I want to do at some point. I'm kind of also just eyeing whether or not, like, there's always these rumors whether or not certain games might get an HD remaster on the Switch. Like, I still really want a Metroid Prime remaster. I wouldn't mind seeing games like Pikmin or Super Mario Galaxy or whatever get, like, the HD treatment, and, like, it's kind of why I'm always hesitant on whether or not I want to Let's Play certain games, because if they do get that announcement, I don't want to be halfway through a game. I've had that happen before. That happened to me with Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, where I was literally just nearing the end of the game when they announced an HD remaster of it, and I was like, well, shit. But, I still would never trade that for the world, because that was a game that was, like, I don't want to say monumental for my channel, because that may make it seem grander than it actually is, but that was a really, really big game for the channel, and I still get comments even to this day saying, like, asking me to bring it back, and I brought it back in 2018 for a one-off video anyway, and even then, people still found reasons to complain about random things. Anyways, I'm just kind of rambling at this point, but I like reminiscing random stories, and Lord knows I have enough of those to tell. But yeah, I'm doing all right as of right now. I'm feeling fine. I want you guys to know that we'll get through this, and yeah, if nothing else, then stay safe, practice social distancing. I know you've heard that from everyone, but it's such a true thing to say. Take this seriously. I'm not even trying to preach here, but just do it for the best, and then this can only be a temporary thing. Life will return to normal eventually. But besides that, though, thank you for watching. I've been Masterstarman, and I'll see you guys for whatever the future holds in store. thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.